I hate being late. All right, so are we officially live? All right, so I guess, I've got my control room open. Do you have yours open so that you can see? There, I switched to Firefox, so it may crap out. I don't know, but
Yes, I've
there
got
we
everything
go.
open.
All right, so I have to mute myself. Okay, so we are officially live. You can ignore the other part where I was just babbling. Welcome to the first official hangout, which I'm not by myself. I don't see you, Jake, in the corner.
I think you only see me when I speak.
Okay, so we'll see if that pops up when you go. I don't know how to set it up the other way. Do you? So that you're in the corner?
No idea.
Okay. Well, this is. All right. Since nobody's here, I think we should screw around with this. So this is on delay. There you are. Present to everyone. Present to. I don't know how to do boxes back and forth. That's what I don't get.
I'm not sure because you're always staying the main screen here. Maybe because you're the moderator.
Well, right now I'm clicking this back and forth. It's hard, such a long delay. I can't see. I don't even feel like talking anymore. All right.
Well, I'll just go on mute. You go ahead and
do my thing. Okay.
Then I won't be popping up on and distracting you.
All right. It doesn't show up on mine. So excuse the mess that we've got going here. It's still not working 100%. The reason I'm doing these Hangouts is because I want to be able to do interviews, and the best way to do that long form is to just stream live so that I don't have the uploading issues. So that is the goal of figuring out how to do the Hangouts. And the second goal is, right now I thought this might be a better format to answer some questions that have coming in through the comments and also the emails. It's not that I don't love emailing with you. It's just hard to have the same conversation and the same introduction in each of the emails. So I thought this might be a better format. And one of the ones that I've been seeing kind of popping up is the issue around food. And you'll notice I've been starting to talk about that in the road report because I really want to focus on 3 things, which are 4 things: food, shelter, and community. And the way I see this evolving, what people seem to be resonating more with is the idea of community. And there's lots of stuff about how to plant, how to garden, what you need to be healthy. There's not that much available about how to do it more than just yourself. And that's sort of the American, we always think I need versus what's coming up in the future. As we get older, it's going to be more of what we need, because I don't know if you've noticed, but as you get older, things seem to get a little bit harder, and you might need more than one person. And that is really the shift about this. So when it comes to actual food, I've been studying this for 40 years, so I have gone through every version possible, from vegetarian to the zone to the no carb, low carb, 40-40-30. So it's been an ongoing issue. Where it landed personally is the best I can afford and get to, and also the closest that I can find that used to be how we ate in our ancient ancestors. I'm really looking back at how we used to eat, and I'm convinced more than what we eat, it's the nutrient density in the type of nutrients in the food. With that said, the other reason I'm talking about this is because I think that we're going to start to get colder, and that means that we really have to think about food differently. And that may not be something that people are excited about yet. You will be if food is not available. So I'm kind of looking around because there's a couple chat rooms going on, and even though my camera is there, I'm trying to keep going with what's happening over here. As you can see, we're alone, which is for the best because this has not worked out ideally so far. It's really I'm talking about food. I'm talking about food because I believe if it is getting colder, it's going to be a huge issue. And all this other stuff that we've been focusing on about politics and war and Antarctica is really not going to matter if you are hungry and you don't have access. And if you've never been hungry, you cannot fully appreciate the magnitude of how that is first and foremost every waking thought once it's an issue. So that is my little bit of an answer around food. So the next one I've been getting is, what am I doing? I'm just talking about things abstractly. Well, it's been a rough couple of months, and so I haven't gotten much physical stuff done. I do have the goal of eventually working on the horse trailer and also doing some repairs on the old little tiny trailer here. And the biggest issues with the horse trailer, right? One is I won't last forever. I want to do it right. I don't want to do what I did in this little tiny trailer. I don't know how to do a lot of stuff. There's still a big learning curve on that. And also the money is an issue because it's not free. And where I'm physically located right now, I don't have any kind of non-wind space. So anything that requires safe space that, you know, I don't want to go in the barn with the hay and do welding and set it on fire. So I'm still trying to figure out where I can go start working on it, as I also start thinking about how to start working on it, which I want to do as an open source kind of idea. So we'll be looking at that in the future. Something's happening over here. All right. Are you there, Jake?
I'm here.
Okay, and just this, I can see you having a conversation by myself. All right, so the next question is, why am I still a Mountain Air if I don't like it so much? It's not that I don't like Mountain Air. I actually have a pretty good support system here. I have a good setup in terms of costs and access, support system, a bit of friendship. And it's not my goal to leave forever. My goal, what works best for me is to have a home base and then to go out from that. So that is my traveling goal until I can find a new home base. But I have, you know, a couple people here who depend on me, and I have a little bit of money coming in, little bit of money. So for right now, this is my best setup for a home base. I cannot stress to you how difficult it is once you become nomadic, trying to get a post office box, getting a regular address so you can get mail. It's kind of a big deal if you do not have, especially if you have bad credit and no address, you can just forget trying to sign up for utilities or anything like that. So it's a little bit of a challenge to not have some stability. And now that I've established a stable address and a bank account and a PO box, I'm in a hurry to run away from that just for the heck of it. The other thing that happens, that if you've never done this, is that it takes a lot of time to set up brand new every time you move. Where am I going to get my mail? You know, where do I get food? There's a lot of stuff that's involved. So it's actually very time consuming and disruptive. So even trying to run a business, even getting internet access is an issue. So I'm not in a hurry to disrupt until I have a pretty good foundation to carry me. So that is why I'm still in Mountain Air. If something bad happened, I would figure something out. But for right now, I'm not in a hurry for those reasons. All right. So the next question is about gardening, and I've gotten some great ideas, and I appreciate that. But I'm going to go back to what I just talked to with food. The reason I am focusing on food and also and soil, again, goes back to, one, getting older. It's a cost issue. It's a nutrition issue. And it's a colder issue. So it's not as simple as what used to work. There's a lot more science involved in terms of, guess I don't have to have this in here since I'm the only one talking. There's a lot more science involved. And so that is, can you let me know if you get feedback when I just did that? So anyways, so there's a lot involved with that. And so it's not, I'm not doing all this just actually grow something. That's a very American way of thinking. You know, it doesn't matter what I do, I just need to get to the end result. I'm interested in process, because the more you understand about process and principles, the better equipped you are when surprises hit you down the road. So that is my goal with my alternative gardening philosophies. So the last thing I wanted to cover here is why I'm talking about, the getting colder thing and the getting older thing. And as many of you know, I, followed all the rules. I lost everything because I was not paying attention. I was too busy with my life to pay attention to what was going on in the world. I want to make that mistake again, and I don't want you to make that mistake again. So even if, I could live forever and I never got older and it never got colder and we never went to war and there was never an economic collapse and we were never invaded and there was no natural disaster, if none of the scary zombie attack kind of things happened ever, nothing changes for me. I still want to live this way. I still want to grow my own food. I still want to become a better person. So none of this is about fear. It's just about some of the specifics and details on how to move forward if some of these other things happen. But it's important to think about how you want to live, which is really what the title was. What kind of world do you want to live in? And when we talk about community, it's really about what kind of community do you want to build? Who do you need to be to build it? And it's not being the perfect person. I've gotten some comments about Alex Jones in my feed about how they can no longer talk to me because I thought, or I listened to Alex Jones. And we had a lot of feedback with Trump. But if you can step back, observe what type of personality that would have to be in that position. Can you imagine being president of the United States with everybody coming after you? You would have to be a bulldog and not a nice, sensitive person. I mean, I love Ron Paul, but I cannot imagine him taking on and all of the kinds that go with it. So we need to stop being so judgmental about the types of people and trust that who we need to be will change with different situations. But as you think about the world you really want to live in, it's important to recognize that it just occurred to me. I'm sorry, I'm doing two things at once. So anyways, it's not about a specific person. It's about who do you need to be for the situation. And when I'm killing the rattlesnake, I have to be the person who's not thinking about it and is just taking action. When I'm trying to be patient with somebody who's got a problem, that's a different kind of person. But it's who we need to be to build and create the world we want to live in. That's what we are talking about. My feedback is completely stalled. So yours is running? Yours is running. Okay. Well, those were my fabulous answers to my questions. Jake, do you have anything that you'd like to add? Can I unmute you or did you mute yourself?
I muted myself.
I think I unmuted you, right?
I should be unmuted now, yeah.
Okay, so do you have anything to add? This is my friend Jake who is assisting me in this process, and his computer is faster than mine.
Charlie, say hi.
And this is his little friend who likes to pop up in pictures.
The farm mascot.
What? Oh, Charlie. Okay, I keep forgetting
Charlie,
his name.
yep.
All right. Is there anything you can think of that you would like to add? Because I'm really hot.
No, I thought I'd let you go ahead with, any of the Q&A you had. If there's anything you would like me to.
That was it. Since nobody joined us, I don't see anybody. Do you?
I don't see any participants. There's a thumbs up, so that's a plus.
Oh, somebody's there. I'd love it if somebody put a comment in there so we know it's worked. Mine has stalled out, so I can't see anything because my bandwidth is a problem, which is why I picked this time. Mulligan Farm says hello.
That's me.
I know, but I thought I'd leave that part out. All right, so there's two viewers. Is that me and you?
I see me on YouTube. You should switch back to you. You're much better looking.
Oh, I see what we're talking about. Okay. I don't know if I agree with that, but I get what you're saying. So I don't. Oh, you know what I can do right here? I'm going to do one more thing. I appreciate your patience.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's the first time.
All right. So we've got two viewers. I think that's me and you. Chat rate 2, playbacks 9, average view duration 320. What's that mean?
The amount of time someone's watching the video.
That seems weird that they can do that when it's live, but I guess so.
Well, that could be me because I went out and went back in to make sure it was.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't really have much else to say. Those are my questions. I see that it's doing something there. Okay. Well, mine doesn't work over here. So, but you said this is streaming okay. It's not buffering.
No, it's streaming great. It's actually looking better on YouTube than it is on Google.
Yeah, I won't even talk about what I'm like practically purple. So I hopefully am not that color out there. All right. Well, I don't feel like doing this anymore. Those are my questions. If there's nobody chatting, I'm going to say thank you for spending this time with us. And I'm going to stop broadcasting now. I think you'll stay there, right, Jake?
I should, yeah.
Okay. All right. Stop broadcast. I touched it, but it's stopping. No!